Hello, this is Priscilla Batzel. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio with a 16 by 20 inch canvas that I have pre-primed with what I'm assuming is some Artist Loft paint. And my plan is simple. I want a stage one and I want some color blocks. And I haven't done exactly like this before, but I'm going to do it now. That was Orange Crush. You'll find the colors below the video. That shouldn't make any difference at all. This is Pink Carnation. Another Prizm, Primary Element. Excuse me, Prizm Pour. This is Jasmine. This is a new Purley Pigment Dancing Fuchsia. And I'm not doing very well with the color blocking theory, but I'm not going to give up yet either. That's some saffron. Just want to get some colors on the canvas and start to move them around. And come back later and add a textural element. This is Tuscan Sun. This is some Miami Magenta. Both of those are Prizm pours. I have some beautiful colors left on my spatula that I'm going to get rid of right there. I love that color combination. Make my pony head disappear. That was pretty cool. I kind of figure if I leave little trails behind that I can't clean up with a Q-tip, I'm going to put texture over them. But just to prove that I can clean them up with a Q-tip, I might do that right now anyway. Now, it's pretty easy once there's paint on the canvas to scrape down to that layer. So, you never know. I could be lying about the whole thing. I could be lying about coming back later or texture or anything. So I just basically spit on a Q-tip. And this only works if the color isn't so strong that it's going to stain the canvas, or it hasn't had a chance to dry on. And it works especially well, excuse me, if the canvas behind is pre-primed like this one is. So I'm being called to some African Violet, some Wild Orchid. Ooh, I don't know what that was. A little thread hanging off the front. I don't know if I'm going to get anything out of this. Yay, I got something out. Yay. I've got Water Lily. All these are Prizm pours. I want some Snapdragon. And I might bring in a little bit of Frostbite in a second. This is not Snapdragon, this is Prussian Violet. I still think I might want some Snapdragon. I definitely want to wipe that glop off the tip while it's open like that. I have another purple that I love that's new. It's Prizm Pour. Bobbing for Apples. It's not as open as I would like it to be, so we'll take the top off that again also. Similar problem. Glop buildup. Now I'm going to find a hope I'm going to find the Frostbite is right here. And I've got some periwinkle that I'm going to add in also. Periwinkle is a vivid intense. Why is everything doing the same thing to me today? Come off. It doesn't even want to come off. That makes me want some Egyptian blue. Maybe it's being my problem because I've done the same thing before. That looks like a bubble. Yes, it is. I wanted some Royal Sapphire, but what I've got handy is Nebula Star. What I need to do is take the rest of the paint that's on my spatula right off. I've got a studio rag. I definitely recommend keeping a damp studio rag. Mine is folded into a bunch of things. I'm going to wipe off that extra color too. You know what? I want the Royal Sapphire anyway. And I'm looking at this canvas here and hoping that I can get something to come out of my... It's going to be one of those days, huh? That's the Dancing Plum. That I could actually blow around so I don't have to put my spatula in there. Although it's looking a lot like I'm going to anyway. Trying so hard to learn to embrace my little infractions, the little drag marks. Now there's that Prussian violet again, which I'm thinking is plenty dark enough. And I see something in there that needs to come out. Two somethings in there. I'm being called to Midnight Shadow. But first I'm going to make sure to get rid of all the beautiful color on my spatula. And it doesn't hurt every once in a while to try a new thing, like I'm pulling the spatula tip through the colors because I can, hoping for the best, which may or may not be what's actually happening, but just going back and trying to fill in. That's a rather large lump of something that needs to go away now. Now my theory is, as I was saying, that I can come back and add texture. And I sort of trying to trust myself that my instincts are usually fairly good. I don't want to go over this again and again because obviously it's pulling up paint. And I'm really liking what I've got. And that means that I want some Parrot wing. A bottle that works easily. Yay! Some more Frostbite. Some Egyptian blue. Whoops. Well, I saw it land. Maybe I can still get it up. Oh, that didn't sound good. Okay, I think back to a little bit of the bobbing for apples. Hopefully some of that will come out without spattering my canvas. Come on, you can do it. I'm kind of wondering about Plum Blossom, but it seems like an odd choice. That looks like a bubble, and it was. Plum Blossom reminds me that I've got some Frosted Berry, which might work. But I think what I really want right now is some Cupid's Crush. I'm not sure it's a good idea. Maybe a little bit will tell me. I'm going to check all of my bottles when this is done. Here we go. I want another blue. Maybe I want another turquoise. No, I want another blue, and the blue I was talking about was Midnight Shadow, and I think that's a good idea. I hope I'm right. But while I was over here poking around in the blues, I came across the Blue Velvet, and I think that that's another option. And the Cerulean Blue is really one of my favorites. I don't know if I'll get away with that, but I want to try. I think the only thing that's really missing is some green, and I thought I was going to give it a miss, but I'm not. I'm going to try it. In this case it's Fandango. I've got a big glop of paint right on the tip of my spatula. I'm not sure about what to do about any of that. I'm not 100% on that. I'm going to use some Jasmine right on top and see what happens, and maybe a little pink carnation too. And it could be done. There, that helps. Kind of lost all my green though. I got a little back. I don't want to waste paint, but I don't want paint colors interrupting the flow of things. I'm going to wipe that off. Actually, I'm going to wipe it off right here. That's kind of dark, but I expect, you know, if I don't do anything else except for add some, oh, came right off the canvas. If I don't do anything else except for add some dots after this, that could be what happens. But I don't know. I mean, I could really go, I think. I could really go in a bunch of different directions. I like the pink carnation, but I think I want some orange crush with it. And I put GAC 800 by Golden in all of my paint mixes, so in theory, no more drips. In theory, I could leave everything just as it is. I'm going to wipe this off. I know I said it twice. But when I said it, there was more paint on it than I wanted to waste. You could always grab a clean spatula too. Okay, I see that the orange-pink carnation combination is going to be tricky for me. But I think that's not bad for now. I'm going to grab a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula really quickly. Take the paint right off. Come on. Take the paint right off my spatula. The orange got a little muddy, so I'm thinking that's going to get covered by something else. Where's my straw? I see I've got something else in my paint, and I'm going to call stage 1 done, with the exception of that little spot that I want to go away. There's 2 little spots, 3 little spots. And where's my Prussian violet? Hopefully it'll open. Not being cooperative at all. And there's something in there, and I put my finger right down on it. Where's my dancing fuchsia? Alright, I've got a minute. And I've got to go and come back. And I'm going to try and put up with my little weird marks. Because everything that it's an experiment that doesn't seem to be working out right is still an experiment toward finding new and interesting ways of doing things out. I love you guys. I'll see you in a minute. I know, I said it twice. I like it. I'm ready for dots. Okay, so I'm back, and this is not necessarily all dry, but it's drier than it was. It's pretty close. It's been a couple hours, and I'm really happy to see how dry it is. I found my chopstick. Did I lose it again? Anyway, there's my chopstick. I've got some dancing fuchsia. In my little dish, along with some leftovers from a different painting I did. I've been wanting to try this for a while now. This chopstick's nice because it has a graduated, it has one large end and one small end. And the reason I picked the place that I started is because it had a little schmutz there, which I probably could have covered with some white. And I really do expect to do a lot of dots. So the chances of me covering more ground by fast forwarding are pretty good. I'm going to try the smaller end. I like changing things up. I need a little more pressure on that. Thought about using some black dots, and I'm not done thinking about it. I also want some yellow. Definitely contemplating Tuscan Sun. I don't know how uniform I want. Oh, that was too close. I can still use Q-tips to clean things up. I wasn't really planning on it. It's better than it was. I'm not getting any better. My eyes aren't getting any better either. The light is fading in my room. Excuse me. I don't mind that. I'm looking at this over here and I'm thinking I want to try a little bit of Royal Sapphire right there, which is not really coming out very well. I guess I got some. It's in the shadow. So I'm going to wipe off my chopstick. I want to use some of my leftover paint and see how I feel about it. I kind of like this without the dots, so I'm hoping I do a good job. Switch it around again. I'll probably have to edit and come back for another go around. Colors just keep popping into my head that I'd like to be using. There is not enough time for me to do this now. I'm going to try some of the colors. I still want to try the yellow, but I don't have anything to put it in. I also think it might be hard to get out. Yep. Tuscan Sun's not being cooperative right now. It's time to clean the tip out, but good. I got some breathing room. So at least I can try it. Going for the small end. This might be one of those cases where less is more. Definitely want to leave some negative space. I'm thinking with sour lemon that it used to have orange crush in it. Now it has hollyberry Purley pigments in it. Would be a good thing. I'm kind of liking this. Where do I want to put the next batch? Colors are a little schmutzy there. Maybe if I hold it in my hand I'll be able to see them better. Or maybe they're just not the colors I should be using anyway. We'll mix it up with a little dancing fuchsia and see what happens. I thought about putting some dots on the actual painted areas. I'm not done thinking about it either. I know I'm focused, I'm quiet, and I'm focused. Take the small end and go around the side. That's kind of fun. My muted colors are, at least they're shiny. Oh, I found a good batch. I'd really rather use them than waste them. If I can figure out how to keep them from being muddy. I'd like to make some patterns. I gotta figure out a way to add music to my soundtrack so I don't leave you hanging. Not hating that at all. I think I'd like a few more right on this side, and then I'll call it good for the moment and come back in a while. Probably more like tomorrow than tonight. Standing in the picture window when it's dark out is kind of creepy. I have some dark colors. They're perfect for right in this spot. I don't think I can save these colors. So I'm going to keep going until I can't go anymore. That way I can wash my little dish out. There's definitely still room for some more. I can hook them all together maybe. Interesting. That's good for now. I guess we'll just do the rest later, like I said. See you in a second. Everything will be dry and we'll start again. Maybe I'll use gold this time. That'd be kind of cool. Bye. So I'm back and it's the next day and I started without you, I admit it, and it was compelling, but I spent, I don't know, close to an hour messing around with it, using the colors I'd already used. That was some interference gold, and I really convinced myself that it would be nice to use the small end of my chopstick right now to add some interference gold, and you'll see what it looks like when it dries in the thumbnail. I'm going to use the large end also. It'll just be so shimmery. So I should tell you, because I'm pretty well done, other than doing whatever I'm going to do, that I have 33 playlists. And the 33rd one has like 80 videos to go on it. They're not all available yet. But I have everything organized by topic and genre. And also, just in case you're interested, if you check out my Amazon link on the link tree, you'll find that I have 2 books there, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities. And they're the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. And whatever I don't do right now, when that timer goes off, I'm going to call it good. And I will see you guys anon. I post at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm trying to be discerning about where I put these dots. But I really love the idea of using... Oh, and there's something in my paint too. Darn. Using the gold interference, because I know it'll just be stellar. I thought about white, and it is a very nice, it's a beautiful pale gold when it dries. It's hard to focus on where to put my dots and talk. And that's pretty much why I think I'm going to be doing this for a while, even after the 10 minutes that I have to spare right now is used up. I think I could probably continue to add a lot more dots, especially in the interference gold. I don't think it matters whether I put them on the light part or the dark part either. I think I already said I will have listed all the colors underneath the video. I'm going to make sure you guys know. If you have questions and I have answers, I'll be happy to share them with you. Wish the frog in my throat would go away. I think you could do this for a long time. I thought about filling in the white spaces with black, which probably could have been pretty cool also. But right now I'm happy with my dots. The only place I'm seeing that I really want to put some more in is down in this area here. And I'm still using the large end of my chopstick. And I'm really close to being done too, which is cool. I'm trying to think what to... I got a peek over there at my... I'll ask you for a thumbs up. Please subscribe, by the way. I was losing subscribers like 1,000 last year, mostly because I have had them so long that people tend to forget I'm here, I guess. And when you don't watch, then YouTube eventually figures they're not there anymore and they take them away. But the good news is the algorithm is responding to how long you watch a video, so the longer you choose to watch, the bigger assistance you'll be to me. Plus your comments keep my morale boosted, and I want to say thank you. Whoops. I think that was the... Yep. That was the thing I was supposed to pull out a minute ago, and I didn't do it. So PayPal and Patreon donations are really, really super appreciated, but the memberships have saved my channel. If you'd like to be a member and help support the purchase of art supplies so I can continue to bring more videos, tutorial videos to you, then please enjoy the over 200 membership library only. How do I say that? There's over 200 videos in the members only library, and I'm kind of feeling some green. Some more green, I should say. And I don't think it's going to hurt anything that there's some... Yeah, I like that. I like the contrast. Almost made a mistake there. But fortunately, with a dry painting, a Q-tip is an easy solution. There. Good enough for now. And I will see you guys anon. Check my list. Look under the video on my link tree for Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links. My Facebook is PriscillaBatzell/artist. I'm going to, quick like a bunny, try and shimmer this at you. Tell you I love you. You inspire me always. If there's a few more dots when you see it in the thumbnail, you'll understand I came back later and checked them out. There we go. Alright, you guys take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Make sure you know everything is reproducible as a reproduction or on the merchandise at Spring Clothing, Spring, under the video. And I said pixels.com, found in America, but I didn't mention Legalist or Society 6. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video. I love you much. You inspire me always. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, and I do sell my artwork. And I'll see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.